Yo, what's popping, y'all? What's popping? It's your boy S. Dot. V. Dot. He hot. We live. We gotta have a boxing talk. It's a lot of shit going on in boxing. We gotta chat about. I gotta get some shit off my chest. You know, I be cooking up. You know, up. I'll wait for y'all to push up. You know, I like to wait like a minute in, and then I go in. And also, man, whenever y'all get in here, I need y'all to hit the like button like ASAP. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Motherfucking what is it? It's WBC. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Devin Haney and Devin Haney's road to undisputed and how easy it could be for Devin Haney. It could be real easy for Devin Haney. Yo, why my shit skipping like this, dog? Feel me? Devin Haney, he looked like he got an easy. He looked like he could have possibly an easy road because they talking about Tank Davis want to fight, may not want to fight. Devin Haney and his crew, they want to fight Tank next, but that's not looking like something that's gonna happen. Tank don't want to fight. You know, Tank is going through things and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get to see Tank fight because he's saying fuck fans and he want to be picking on these same type of bitches. He can't control himself. You know. Um. So let's just X Javante Davis out of any fight. We got at this point we got to X Javante Davis out of any fight. Anybody you want to see Javante Davis fight, get it out your brain, bro. He's not doing it. All right, he gonna fight, and if he do come back, we don't give a fuck about. He gonna fight somebody we don't give a fuck about. Period. But back to Devin Haney. He has his road to undisputed. Look, Rolly Romero don't want to scrap. I think he got the WBO belt. And then you got the IBF out there. But the IBF strap is the strap he should go for next. Because the guy that won the IBF strap, I don't know. I don't know what he is. I'm gonna look him up to have and put some more respect on his name. I'll look it up later. But right now, I don't know who the guy is, but I know he fought for the vacant IB. And another thing I know about this guy is all he's interested in is unifying the division at 147. That's all he's interested in, far as I know. Right? So if I'm Bill Haney, that's who I'm going after. Because Rolly and the PBC gonna find every reason not to fight Devin Haney, right? They're gonna find every reason not to fight him. So you know what? Skip that fight. Let Rolly fight and lose the strap, right? And then go after the WBO for whoever beats Rolly. Because Rolly ain't keeping that shit for long. You know what I'm saying? Rolly's next fight, that strap gone. Straight up. He trying to drag it. He trying to drag it. Rolly is trying to drag it because the next fight he has, that strap is gone. Right? He losing that shit. So Devin Haney ain't gonna be able to fight uh Rolly next. I want that smoke. There's already clips around of Rolly Romero like he'll saying he'll never fight Devin Haney and just trying to be condescending, trying to make it seem like it's a valid reason why he's not gonna fight Haney. And it's just petty, stupid shit that y'all casual fans eat up, or y'all what is it? Y'all racist Devin Haney haters, whatever y'all call, whatever y'all are. Y'all just hate this guy for whatever fucking reason, right? Whatever y'all hate is, it's there, okay? So Rolly ain't fighting Devin Haney. Bill Haney, go after the IBF strap. The guy who was champion in the IBF, he got his the hard way. He had to fight up, get into the rankings, right? And fight his way, fought for the vacant IBF strap. That shit, right? Fair and square. He's the IBF champion. He's the man in the division. So go after him. Take that fight extremely seriously. I'm talking about take the fight like this is the biggest fight in your life, right? Whoop him. Now you got, what is it? What strap Devin Haney just won? The WBA, I want to say. I think he got that belt. Or the WBO. It's one of them he got. I think it's the WBO Devin Haney got. Get the IBF, right? And then Barrios is the champion at 147. Food. That's food, right? Barrios is food for Devin Haney, where he's from, right? You you beat him, you got 2 straps. You beat Barrios, you got 3 straps. The only strap left to be unified, right, is Rolly. And like I said, Rolly ain't keeping that belt too long. He's just not keeping that belt too long. So, you know what I'm saying? Long as Rolly got that belt, he gonna hold it hostage for as long as he can, because he know he's gonna lose that shit if he fights anybody worthy, right? If he fight anybody worthy, that shit gone. So Devin Haney's road to undisputed in 147 is looking pretty. I think I'm missing out on somebody. Boots Ennis. I think Boots Ennis is champion at 147 too. Right? I think he's champion at 147. Or did he move up? I'm not sure. Hold on. So let me get this right. So you got the Russian dude, you got Devin Haney, you got Rolly Romero, and you got Mario Barrios. Those are the guys that all got straps in 147. So I think Boots is weight class higher. Maybe he's at 54 or something like that. But Haney got a legit shot. And if Haney does that, and unifies at least 3 of them belts, that, bro, just nigga hang it up after that. Be one of the youngest retirees in boxing, right? Boy, been fighting since 15, professionally, I'm talking about. He been fighting even longer than that if you want to count his young amateur years. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, fighting Barrios, get that belt, the WBC belt, the We Be Cheating belt, get that, right? Try to unify. And then when you get that belt, you got to finesse that belt, right? You got to finesse it because they want to try to break your pockets, right? They want to try to break your pockets when you get that belt. They want to keep that belt Mexican. They want to keep that belt Spaniard. The WBC belt is a Mexican belt. It's a Mexican belt. They want a Mexican to be the face of the WBC. This is why they so lenient with the rules when it comes to certain guys when they have the belt. Right? That's why Canelo could have the belt for so long without fighting, move up in weight, still keep the belt at that he has at the lower weight class. Nobody could fight for that belt at the lower weight class. He could go to a whole nother weight class and fight for a strap there and keep the belt that he had. Why? Because he's Canelo Alvarez. He's Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be lenient. You think Canelo was paying the WBC every time he got that fucking belt? You really think Canelo was paying that 300, 400,000? Psych. He's not. He's not. Canelo will vacate the belts in 2.2 seconds, bro. Canelo is in this shit for prize fighting, bro. He's in this shit for money. He ain't giving Suleiman shit. Feel me? He ain't giving him nothing. Real spill. He ain't giving him nothing. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So if I was Devin Haney, I would do that, what I just explained, get the WBC belt, try to unify them, try to unify the whole division. If and soon as Suleiman start asking for some bread, vacate. Vacate. Be like, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. Take your cheating ass belt back. Take your cheating ass belt back. And now the powers that be, right? I'm gonna kind of switch gears a little bit because now we talking about the WBC strap. We talking about the WBC belt. So I gotta break this down for y'all. What they trying to do to Crawford now that he has. I ain't gonna say Crawford exposed him because we've been knew this about anybody that's been following boxing for years, like how I have been, hardcore boxing fans. We all know about the corruption of the WBC. This isn't new news. This isn't new news about the corruption and the cheating tactics of the WBC and the favoritism that they have. None of it's new. They've been doing this shit for decades. I'm talking about generations. The WBC has been a part of this shit. Cheating in boxing and having favoritism and not treating everybody equally. There's no way when you in boxing and you are in contention for a belt, right? and you lose, you slip out of contention. You have to recertify your spot. You gotta reclimb the ranks again to get back into contention for another title shot. But now it's not like that no more. You know how it is? It's how popular you are. If you're popular enough, you could lose in a title shot, drop in the rankings, have a fight and get and get a title shot right away again, just because you're popular, or the WBC wants you to have the belt, or they want you to be the face, right? That's how they play. And now the powers that be are trying to make Crawford look like he's putting a stain on boxing, like he's doing something that's against boxing code. Like boxing got some type of fucking good morals in it or something. This is what I hate about the boxing media. Max Kellerman's and all of these fucking guys that's trying to, or whoever is trying to make Bud look like he's being a troublemaker by saying what he said about the WBC just because it's true. It's a fact. What Bud said is a fact about the WBC. Straight up. And then you got Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davison, he's getting on the bandwagon in agreeing with Crawford. Deontay Wilder agrees with Crawford. Right? A lot of the boxers agree with Crawford. The only ones who don't agree are the slimy, crooked, corrupt media in boxing sanctions. They're the ones who feel offended. And you see Suleiman's PR response to it. His PR response when they asked Suleiman about Crawford's comments on it, he went totally political. He went totally political on it. Tried to congratulate Crawford, tried to say all the right things that the media wants to hear. Anytime you hear somebody talk and don't directly address the corruption that's being brought up, they guilty, bro. They guilty. The same way it's like P. Diddy. It's like P. Diddy. Every time you heard P. Diddy talk, right, when he was accused of some beef or being in some beef or some shit like that, he always took the high road. But behind the scenes, this nigga is a monster and not to be played with. While everybody is thinking, oh, he's a pussy, he's dancing, he's this, that, and the third, he's the one really getting motherfuckers clipped. Right? That's how the WBC is. Anytime that you talk to the WBC, you ask them a tough question about shit, what they gonna say? They're gonna take the political route and be like, yeah, nah, we good. We support this. Oh, we love fighters and oh, we love boxing. He gonna say all of this shit that you want him to hear. And then you're gonna have stupid casual fans like, yeah, if you don't fight for the belt, then what are you fighting for? Somebody put that dumb shit in my comment section one time, talking about if you're not fighting for the belt, what you fighting for? I'm gonna let you answer that question. If we not fighting for the belt, what else are we fighting for? Right? Just one example. Devin Haney could fight for a belt next, but he's willing to fight Tank. Not for a belt. Why? Why? Belt won't belt don't matter in a Devin Haney and Tank fight. The belt don't matter there. You know what matters there? The money that they could make. This is prize fighting, you dumb fuck. Talking about what they fighting for. Money to feed their fucking family, nigga. Like that's far fetched. That's too far fetched. That's the belts is all that everybody wants, or motherfuckers is trying to get rich. Motherfuckers trying to get Mayweather. They trying to be money man, flashing the cash. Which one you think? If a fighter was like, yo, if he had the choice to fight for the WBC belt or fight for $10 million, what you think the fighter is gonna do? You answer that. You answer that. If you was the fighter's coach, right? And that opportunity came on, fight for the WBC belt. If you'll get the belt, you'll have the clout of the belt if you get it. Or you could fight for 10 million right now. What do you think the fighter's gonna do? What do you think that team is gonna do? They're gonna take the $10 million. I'm risking my life. I'm getting punched in the head. I could possibly be deleted in the ring. Right? So, like, stop this bullshit, man. Stop the bullshit and stop acting like y'all don't understand what's going on. This is what I hate. Y'all act like y'all so fucking stupid. Y'all act like y'all oblivious to what's going on just because you don't like a guy. You can't be objective. You just can't fucking keep it a stack. You can't keep it a stack. You know? You just can't keep it a stack. And it's a shame. It's a fucking shame. I'm just trying to let y'all see something here. Like, stop trying to make it seem like the WBC ain't fucking corrupt and ain't been doing shady shit for generations. I'm talking about way back into the Muhammad Ali days. That's how long they've been corrupt. Before Suleiman was running it, it was somebody else running it corrupt who taught Suleiman how to be corrupt. And when Suleiman give it up, it's going to be another motherfucker that's going to be corrupt coming right behind it. That's if we not cleaning up boxing. If I don't keep making videos, if Bud don't keep talking about it, if the fighters don't keep bringing this shit up, if it's not a sanctioning body put in place to regulate boxing, like what Teddy Atlas wants to do. Teddy Atlas wants to make something to where it's a board and it's rules that need to be followed in boxing for real to clean up the sport. The sport is in shambles and it's the dirtiest sport. It's the dirtiest sport, man. Boxing is the dirtiest sport that we got. Straight up. It's the dirtiest sport. So we gotta clean this shit up. We gotta stop being naive. The ones that are casuals. The ones that are casuals, stop listening to everything you hear on the media side of things. And do your research and do your history because it's all out there for you to see. All the stories ain't go nowhere. You could look up any story Any story. Look at what Canelo was allowed to do when Benavidez was his mandatory. He was allowed to duck him left and fucking right. Benavidez had grinded his way up because he'd been calling Canelo out. But Canelo didn't want to fight him. So you know what Benavidez did? He said, fuck it. All right, I'm going to force your hand then. I'm going to become your mandatory. What he do? He vacated the belt. And you know who else did that? Boo Boo Andre. He did the same thing with Canelo. Became his mandatory. And the WBC allowed Canelo to just move the way he wanted to move and keep the belts. And if they did threaten Canelo about it, Canelo would just vacate. Like, take it then. I'm moving up. I'm going to fight at light heavyweight. Right? Shout outs to the one person in here, dog. Shout outs to the one person in here, man. Salute to you. Nothing but respect. You feel me? And now, another thing, Bill Haney, where is this shit at? Hold on, where's my controller at? So that I can see Bad Blood exclusive. Bill Haney interview on Gervonta Davis and Coach Calvin. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy, man. Tank don't want to fight. Tank don't want to fight. Nobody wants to fight Devin Haney. They saw how good he looked in his last fight. They saw how he filled up at 147. He's just a bad fight for a lot of guys. Not saying that he can't lose to some of these guys, but they not looking for Devin Haney. They not looking for him. They not calling Devin Haney out. Devin Haney always, whether he's champion or not, Devin Haney always has to call somebody the fuck out. I'm talking about somebody that we actually want to see him fight. He always has to call them out. How long has Devin been a champion? And none of these niggas want smoke. None of these niggas like, I need Devin Haney next, bro. I need that strap. None of them say it. It's just ridiculous, bro. Weak-minded, mentally weak fighters. This is what we are witnessing with Gervonta Tank Davis, that he is a weak-minded fighter. You could tell because he makes the same mistakes over and over again. He makes the same mistakes over and over again. And he's never held accountable. Even when he got locked up that time for thinking that, because I'm Tank Davis, they ain't gonna lock me up. And they made an example out of his ass and locked him up. You know, these guys think that they could just do anything they want, say what. That's why he could say, see, he thinks that the fans don't matter. They not paying my check, when we really are. Right? So he feels like he could say, fuck us. He feels like he could say, fuck the fans, and it's not going to matter to his bottom line. Because you got these guys pipe riding Tank so hard because he got on chrome heart shorts. Like, niggas, man. Y'all think Tank cute. That's the real story. Everybody that pipe ride this nigga the way they do without holding him accountable is because they like him. And I ain't talking about like him in a way that, oh yeah, I'm a fan of his fighting style. Y'all like him, like y'all physically like him. Y'all think he's cute. Right? Y'all like his style. That's what y'all talk about. Shit crazy, bro. Niggas is wacky, man. Niggas is wacky. Y'all not watching real greatness. Y'all not really watching the sport. Y'all watching it in who's your favorite instead of looking at the skill sets of these guys, man. It's beautiful skill sets out here, man. Look at Victor Ortiz, that his skill set, his pressure, that that Mexican machismo pressure that he applies so intelligently, right? Ortiz isn't just the Brandon Rios type of a Mexican style. The boop, boop, boop. Nah, he's not like that. He's educated. He's educated pressure, which is dangerous. That's what makes Victor Ortiz so dangerous. That educated pressure is different. He does it so well, so well. Right? And then you see Devin Haney's style. And then you see Shakur's style. You see Tank style. You see Keyshawn Davis style, Bud Crawford style, Canelo style. Right? These guys all have a different type of skill set that's so admirable and so beautiful to watch when they are on point and clicking on all cylinders. It's just like music in there when they in rhythm and they just pop, pop, doing whatever they want. It's beautiful. But y'all get so caught up in the hoopla and the rah-rah surrounding the fight that even if your favorite guy loses, y'all are so butthurt that losing one fight in boxing could ruin a fucking career, bro. Which is crazy. That's dumb. Oh, he lost one fight. He lost two fights. Nigga, did he leave it all in the ring, man? Win, lose, or draw. Did your guy leave it all in the ring? That's all I give a fuck about. So this is why Wilder gained more fans in the loss he took to Fury. Wilder got way more fans in a loss to Fury. Why? Because he left that shit in the fucking ring, nigga. And we seen it. We seen the heart. We seen the determination. We seen the war in that fight. That third fight. That shit was crazy. That's still one of the craziest fights I ever witnessed. That Fury Wilder 3, that shit, I was losing my voice in that shit. I was yelling at the TV like, wow, yo, champ, get up, nigga. What the fuck? And then when he dropped him all in the mix of, yo, that shit was nuts. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. And Wilder did not lose no respect that fight. He lost no respect. He gained more fans in the loss. Now, usually with the hate and the emotion around the fights, like the first fight they had, if you look in the comment sections, it's all Wilder, it's all just stupid trolling nonsense. But if you look at the comments in the third fight, people was just ecstatic that they was able to witness a true boxing war. Right? That shit was just damn, if you love boxing, man, that shit was an amazing fight. Right? It's just certain fights like that just capture your heart. And that's a fight that no matter what era, what's good, my guy? Poe, always in the building. Always in the building. Always supporting. You feel me? Like, when a fight. Oh, for real? Damn. I ain't even peep. Yo, why I don't be getting your notifications? That's crazy. I know I hit the bell on when I sub to you when I hit the bell. I don't never get like the notification when you're going live. I would have never went live knowing that you was on. But I always see your shits mostly after the fact. After you like after and then I gotta go watch your shit. You know what I'm saying? But I always watch. I always watch post shit. Sometimes I have to literally go to your page. I don't know if that's just some YouTube shit or what. Because I know I got the notification bell. But yeah, man, it's like we miss out on so much greatness. You know what I'm saying? We miss out on so much greatness because motherfuckers is too emotional. And it blinds you from seeing the greatness in both guys that's in the ring. Like even the pit bull in the Lamont Roach fight, that was a good scrap. That was two styles. That was two styles that mixed well with each other. Those two styles in boxing, majority of the time, you're gonna get a great fight. Majority of the time, you're gonna get a great fight if both guys are doing and utilizing their skill set to the maximum. You feel me? Like, like boxing is in, yo, boxing is in such a crazy spot, man. Because anytime the two biggest fighters get in the ring, that's all people care about. But when that's not happening, boxing be in the dumps. But boxing always stays alive because I don't know what it is. It's just something about seeing the two best guys go imano, fisticuffs, whose hands work better. It's just something about that, man. That's just, I love it. I love it. This is why I hate the corruption that's in it because the corruption allows us not to see the fights that we want when we want to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a travesty that we haven't seen Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That shit is, that shit should never, that shit should never have happened. I'm talking about when they were at the height they should have fought. When Wilder was crushing shit, when Joshua was crushing shit, they were supposed to fight. And politics and Eddie Hearn and everybody else just fucked it up. We can't forget the career buildups that make the boxers who they are. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like that in a journey. Nobody cares about the journey. Like when you see guys come, it's so fucked up, right? When you see guys, I'm talking about sacrifice everything. I'm talking about their family, their kids' birthdays, graduations. I'm talking about real family events that could be life changing for their lives personally. And they in the gym and they risking like a boxer was literally having, I forgot who it was, but he was literally having a kid. He was having, like, his wife was on a in the hospital having a baby, and he in the ring fighting. He couldn't be there for the birth of his kid. He had to run out, right out the ring and go because my wife having a baby. I gotta go be there. You know what I'm saying? Like we miss out on so much greatness by being too emotionally invested in a certain fighter. This is why we ain't see Errol Spence come back yet. Because the one loss after all of the great shit that we saw Errol Spence do, that one loss to Bud fucked them all up. It fucked them all up. I'm scared of what Dana White brings, especially for starting boxers with 5 pro fights or 10 fights. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people are saying this. What is a lot of people are saying they don't want Dana in boxing. Maybe because of the money wise, because he's cheap. He don't be trying to pay motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the reason. Money, yeah. Yep. He gonna be trying to penny pinch and shit like that. And Dana's gonna be calling himself cleaning boxing up by paying the fighters cheap money. That's gonna be his way of cleaning it up. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here with that shit. If that's what you coming to do to boxing is to fucking cheat the guys that's fucking having bloody wars in there, yo. Fuck on, bro. We don't want you over here. Stay at the fucking UFC and pay those guys pennies for them risking their fucking lives and every fucking thing. Right? For 100 grand. Get the fuck out of here, man. Why you making hundreds of millions off of, like, come on, there's no fucking way, man. No fucking way. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali, bro, so they can have more corruption. They want to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act to have more corruption. Feel me? They just want to have more corruption, dog. This shit is sick. It's fucking sick. You know? I'm like, damn, man, I gotta go to work tonight. I don't even want to. Shit. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, man. Like I'll be pissed off, man. Like boxing, it's so draining. There's no fucking way that it should take this long for us to see Errol Spence back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of the state of boxing that one loss devastates you so much, right? That it's hard to come back from it. It's just hard to come back from it. And I don't think I was the one that said it. That Spence ain't coming back, bro. Everybody wants to see Spence come back. Oh, look, Spence is training. He's a man, that nigga ain't coming back, dog. We ain't gonna see the same Spence. He ain't bouncing back from it. He's getting older. He's been out of the ring too long. The longer he stays out of the ring, the longer the more we ain't gonna see him. Why he put himself in a bad position by taking that fight? That's the fight that we all wanted to see. That's the fight we all wanted to see. Poe was maybe we wanted to see it earlier. It should have been earlier, right? But this is kind of what I'm talking about. Oh, he was still healing from the accident. But he done had some fights. He done had like 2 fights or some shit like that before that. And they wasn't no light touches. He fought Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is not a light touch, regardless of what you think about it. I was worried about Spence after that. Uh, after fighting Danny. But it's just fucked up, man. Them boys should have fought. Yeah. He looked good against he looked like Spence. Oh, you saying he didn't look like Spence? I thought he did because he punished Danny pretty bad, and that's what Spence does. He punishes you. He breaks you down. He breaks your will. That's what we saw him do to everybody. Just gradually break you down. He'll be popping the jab, go to the body, and then go up top. He mixed it up well. That's what Spence used to do, walk you down. Spence had the perfect Mexican style. It was like Spence mastered the Mexican style, which Spence came from a Mexican gym as being one of the only black dudes in an all Mexican gym, which where I feel Spence got that style from. Spence got that style from Mexicans, from whooping on the Mexicans in the Mexican gyms. And I felt like he perfected that shit. He did that shit better than any Mexican I've seen. Maybe not Chavez, maybe not guys like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to reach. You know what I'm saying? But you get my drift. You feel me? So for Spence not to be back in the ring, or even if it was a light touch just to try to get his feet wet, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know his mental was so fucked up from it that we still ain't seen him yet. We just starting to see Spence start kind of popping back out a little bit. This nigga was tucked away because that fight took such a mental toll on him that you got to bounce back in a certain way. So, I be y'all, man. I don't know, man. I be spitting ether on these shits, man. Y'all got to fuck with me on this shit. I know I gotta be more consistent, but y'all got to fuck with me when I push up. Cause I be in that pot like this. He looked really off in his fight with Bud. Bud damaged him great. He did, bro. Yup, he did. And it's crazy is that he looked different in his eyes. He looked like when I seen him walking out, his eyes looked different. His eyes, like, I'm talking about, like, his eyes was like red, like he was like he smoked 6 blunts before the fight. I've definitely seen something like that in him, but at this point, it is what it is. Once you in there, you in there. It's no excuses. And that's what I hate, that a lot of people has been giving Spence an excuse, but he's the only one that hasn't been given the excuse.